A group of people are being beaten, raped, murdered every day in the United States. Believe it or not, it's while they're at work. This group of people is the truck drivers. You can help them, and I hope to persuade you to help them by contacting the media and contacting the government and telling them that you're interested in the issues. The reason it's so dangerous to be a truck driver, it's not only the driving in bad weather, the handling of a huge machine, dealing with traffic. Believe it or not, it's finding parking. Finding parking that is close to a restroom and food. Finding parking that is legal. Finding parking that's legal, and most of all, it's finding parking that is safe. Today I'll be talking to you about Jason's Law and laws like it that are trying to be developed that will help truck drivers. I'll be discussing how there is more trucks on the road than there are places for them to park. I'll be discussing how drivers must have a 10-hour break after 11 hours of driving, mandatory by government law. And why do I know all this? I know because I was a truck driver myself for several years. I got to see firsthand all the problems with parking and all the security issues. There are 4 main points I'd like to speak about today. The first main point is that they're being attacked and robbed. And why? It's because there's not enough parking that's safe. A case study for Virginia Department of Transportation by Nicholas J. Garber, Paul Wong, and Dares Karenfeld, titled Estimating the Supply and Demand for Commercial Heavy Truck Parking on Interstate Highways, a study of I-81 in Virginia, stated that along Virginia's I-81 alone, there were only about 2,600 spaces for trucks. There are 2,900 trucks that need to be parked. This is one of the results. This is a truck stop in Beto Junction in Kansas. This is in the middle of the day when most trucks are supposed to be on the road. There's very little parking left. Now what's going to happen at night? Where are they supposed to go when it's already full during the day? This is a pilot in Brazil, Indiana. The truck's lining the entry and exit way of the driveway. There's also a lack of security in most truck stops, and there are no cameras. There are also very little patrol cars go through the truck stops and rest areas, and very small security just in front of the buildings. The lack of parking in the rest areas and truck stops forces trucks to park in illegal spots and unsafe places. They'll park in vacant lots. They'll park on the sides of deserted roads. They'll park on an on-ramp or an off-ramp leading to a major highway or off of a major highway. They'll even park on a major highway just on the shoulder where trucks are flying by. My second main point is that there are several things that need to be done to help these truck drivers. More parking spots need to be built, more rest areas. The rest areas need to be put closer together so that you don't have to drive an hour and a half to get between one and another. If they were bigger, you could stop more. More trucks could stop there, but they're not. They're small truck stops in areas that, and then you have 50 to 100 miles to go, and you might be out of time before you can find another one. And then you'll have to park somewhere where you don't want to. Local and trucking-oriented media, not mainstream, reports attack on drivers. That means the truck or radio will do a bunch of reports on it. Just like if there's a driver killed in a certain town, they'll do a report on it. But it never goes any farther than that. It never hits mainstream media. And that's what we're hoping for. This is Jason Rivenberg and his family. It's from a website posted by Hope Rivenberg. It's titled In Loving Memory of Jason Rivenberg. It's a memorial dedicated to Jason Rivenberg. He was too early for delivery, and he had nowhere to go but a gas station that was 12 miles away from the place that he was supposed to be delivering. The website also has links and somewhere for you to sign a petition to help Jason's law become law. It's a proposed law that states that if a company wants a product at a certain time, delivered on a certain day at a certain time, and a driver gets there early, or the company can't unload them when they get there, that they provide a place for the truck and the trucker to be that's safe. Jason is very important to a lot of truck drivers. He was killed March 5th of 2009, and there was no reason for it. Existing parking lots need to be more secure. They should have better lighting, cameras, should have patrols and security. My third main point is that the laws need to be implemented that will protect the truck drivers. More laws like Jason's law need to be in place, and stiffer penalties for the companies that are forcing these drivers to be on the sides of roads, and against the people that actually do the crimes. My fourth main point is that mainstream media needs to catch up. People, please get a hold of these guys and tell them you want to know the facts. You want some reports done on this, because there are a lot of people dying. Most truck drivers are good family men and women. They just want a good day's pay for a good day's work. They're just like you and I. They have families at home that they worry about, that they provide the best care they can for them. They shouldn't have to worry. They shouldn't have to worry when they go and park their trucks for their mandatory 10-hour breaks that they're going to wake up with a gun in their face, or not at all. How would you feel in their shoes if it was your job that somebody came into? As I conclude this speech, I'd like to remind you of the four main points I've been making: that the truck drivers are being hurt because there are no not enough parking spots. Some things that could be helping are more truck stops and rest areas, more security, making enforcing the laws, and having media on our side. I challenge anyone who watches my speech to take a few minutes and check out Jason's Law. As good, caring people, I know there's no way you can turn your back on this situation. And as a medically retired truck driver myself, and the wife of a truck driver, I beg you, please do what you feel is right in your heart. Please help protect my husband and this wonderful group of people. Some night when you're broke down in your car on a deserted highway and you see a big truck pull up behind you and the driver comes out and helps you, regardless of how afraid they are that they might be hurt or injured, you'll be glad that you helped them. Thank you.